Summers in the UK are getting super hot. We are on track right now, according to the UK Met Office, for probably the hottest summer on record. We're tracking as hot as it's ever been, and this is something cities around the world are having to deal with: hotter summers, longer duration heat waves, more extreme temperatures, the highs getting higher, the length of these hot spells lasting longer. But cities that have transport have dealt with this in very different ways, and the experience of those commutes is quite a bit different in different places.
Yeah, I mean, one of the issues with the London Underground is some of the older infrastructure. It's like quite literally creaking infrastructure. So what options do cities like London have in trying to adapt if they can't install air conditioning?
Yeah, and that's a really, really great point. If you look at the subway commute in Tokyo, in Beijing, they've got air-conditioned subway carriages. They've got air-conditioned platforms. They're able to blow in this sort of refrigerated air. It's not quite air conditioning, but it manages to bring down the temperature a little bit. And in Beijing, they have subway carriages that are even colder for business people that have to wear jackets and suits or tights and more formal business attire every day. But a lot of those systems, as you hinted at, were built in the last several decades, not a century ago like London's Underground, or a century ago like parts of the Paris Metro. And we see these subway systems in these cities with the really old, and in many cases deep, narrow tunnels that were built a century ago, really Victorian era architecture in these places, really struggling to add air conditioning and to keep those systems cool. And that's increasing as it gets hot and gets hotter outside. But also these subway systems themselves add heat to the tunnel. Surprising amount of that heat comes from just putting the brakes on these subway cars themselves.